Hey, everybody. How are you all guys doing? Welcome to the Whimper Podcast, where we talk about all the goofy stuff related to space, astronomy, deep tech, AI, and a lot more to learn about which you won't find much in a conventional form of education. Today we have a guest who is a network security expert, a consultant, and an ethical hacker. He was passionate about hacking and getting into code since he was in grade 6. He is very passionate about what he does. In this episode, we are going to talk about hacking and how a hacker or a group of hackers, whether they be good or bad, can have an impact on each and every industry, and how anything and everything is so connected, which makes a smart hacker even more dangerous than an avenger at times. Stay tuned for this one because this is a different TWP episode. Hope you enjoy it. A disclaimer for all the people listening to this episode: we talked about some stuff and we conversed on topics which should have been probably talked upon. But yeah, my own personal apologies to all the people listening to this episode or whoever got offended due to our talks. And yeah, let's move on with the episode. How are you doing?
Yeah,
How
I'm
have
doing
things
well.
been?
Just enjoying the holidays.
Okay, like what kind of holidays?
Sorry.
What kind of holidays are you having right now?
Yeah, actually, there were like Ganpati Visurgence and all going on, so I just
Oh,
went to
yeah.
my I actually just went to my hometown to Ganpati Visurgence and all thing. And but tomorrow I'm just moving back.
Okay. Okay. Over here, like the Ganpati, what do you call it? Ganesh Chaturthi, I think. Yeah, Ganesh Chaturthi is not celebrated like that extensively over here in Patna. This is place
Okay.
where, yeah,
Actually in Mumbai it is a very booming.
yes, I've seen that.
Yeah,
Like there, people are all are dancing in front of the statue and all the idols and a lot of colors and sort of sweets
correct,
are just moving around all over the streets. I've seen that. Yeah, at least.
correct.
Yeah. It must be fun. Okay, so let's come on to the main topic, that is hacking for today's episode. Okay, so my first question to you is, how did you get into the world of hacking?
Yeah. So as I told you before, I was just passionate about like IT things since my like childhood. When I joined the fifth class, and I just involved into myself into the like multiple kind of like computer courses. And when I got to know what is the hacking and all things, I just started to watching a movie on the hacking and started to reading a blogs. And after that, I just got to know about like cyber guru from the top listed Indian hackers.
Mm-hmm.
So I went that place. I just met him and asked him to train me on the like cybersecurity things, and
Mm-hmm.
he agreed to train me. And I was there for like 1 year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So after that, yeah, he just got trained me on the cybersecurity, and I'm now here.
Okay. You have mentioned this cyber guru of yours a lot of times, like even off camera and off the mic. You mentioned him a
Yes.
lot of times. So, how has he inspired you and how has he trained you that you are so much influenced by his training and his coaching to become a really good hacker that a lot of people claim you to be today?
Yeah. So very main and major thing he just taught me like whenever you go, whenever you enroll, whenever you ask for the training and teaching, nobody gives you 110% of training. It will give
Mm-hmm.
you like 60 to 70% of it, and
Mm-hmm.
rest of the things you need to learn yourself only.
Okay.
So that was like very impactful things of my life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
just followed them, and see, like everybody has like their own technique to
Yes,
teach,
yes.
to teach and to train how to mitigate the things, how to face the like critical things, and
Mm-hmm.
how to face the like critical cases in the legal department and all things. So
Yes. Okay, I
yeah.
understand. Okay. So that means that you have learned a lot of hacking by your own self, right?
Yes, yes,
And I think it's difficult to find even hackers, like, because hackers are supposed to be anonymous. Like, you can't be really out there, like you can't be really open in public and be a hacker at the same time, because a lot of people would associate you with a lot of crimes, or probably even things that are not related to you, but still, because in just the name of a hacker, you can be related to all those kinds of stuff. Is it
correct,
so?
correct.
Oh, okay.
Yes, 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 definitely. Because before the this guy made actually, I just read to some other guys from the Russia and UK and US as well, but they refused to train me because they were like their own policy to not train anyone.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I started from the top renowned hackers from the world, and I got top listed from India.
Okay. Yes. Just a reminder to you all, if you want to check out the audio versions of this podcast, you could check it out on Spotify, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Stitcher, whichever one you may feel comfortable with. You can also follow us on social media, but only if you're committed. Okay, so you started from the mountain, but you came up on a plateau. But
You can say.
yeah, yeah. But then you climbed up to the hill and the mountain itself on your own self, right?
Yes, 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 yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
That's great. Okay.
Because yeah, because I have done so many seminars and participated in so many conferences, so I'm on it.
Okay. Hackers have conferences? Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
In the beginning, actually, I was like very afraid and very confused to how to grow myself, how to take up myself on the like global level. So it has happened.
Okay. That craving, that hunger for being at the top. Okay. That's something
Correct,
really
correct,
important. Yep. So,
right.
okay. Uh, uh, I'll be moving on with the second question that I have for you today is that, generally speaking, can we say that everybody is hacked in some or the other way?
Everybody, you can say it
Okay.
could be.
Okay. And how is that? Like, why do you say that?
There were like two type of hacking you can say. One is intentionally, and two second is for the practice purpose.
Okay.
So suppose I am targeting you to hack you and your all the database and all your things. So intentionally I can do it. Or otherwise, if I need to learn something, so I will just list it down 10 to 15 different numbers and try to penetrate them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Get that. Okay. So, do hackers also get into the fields of like artificial intelligence or machine learning or all sort of stuff too?
Yes, 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 yes. Because
Okay.
hacking is a thing like who will never give up in any time. Whenever you adopting or launching a new different kind of technologies, just parallelly of that, they are just releasing all the like bugs and software who can hack the and robotics part.
Okay. Yeah.
Because all the things max to max things made through the coding language only. So coding is a hackable.
Okay. So, because I've got hacking into the field of today's episode. So, uh, if I could ask you, this could be controversial, but does Facebook or any other kind of data company know about me in a really extensive or a lot of stuff about me? Is that true? Like, how much of it does it know?
Actually, it is a partially true.
Okay. And why do you say that? Like, because it
Yes,
is really controversial, Uh,
yes, yes.
uh,
Right.
so yeah, why do you say that?
Because you know about the data mining, right?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
It- Data mining is like that whenever you are going to apply for the new credit card or whenever you trying to find the stuff you like on the e-commerce websites. So the rest of the like parental companies they receive your data anonymously. You never know how. You never
Like,
know
people
why.
sell our data to these companies
Yes,
and
yes,
they
yes.
charge them heavily at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. That is called like a data mining.
Okay.
So. most of companies working to sell the data and to purchase the data only.
So don't companies hire their own data scientists so that they could grab the data and all the information and statistics about what is the behavior and the manner of buyers and users on their platforms?
Actually, it is depend on the industry type of the field.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, because if I am owning a like an insurance company or a telephonic company, so I need a customer data.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just find the company who's selling the data nearby the Patna, nearby the Mumbai, nearby the Pune, Chennai.
Mm-hmm.
What is the rate to me? Yeah.
Okay. And so how does a data scientist like differ to an ethical hacker? Like hackers can do a lot of stuff, but an ethical hacker is bound to do only a certain type of stuff and only the ones that he or she is asked for. But then how do they differ?
Yeah. Actually, they just trying to modify their data and just trying to enable their latest kind of encryption so that data could be not visible in a, like a plain text way.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so there's a lots of types of a databases, lots of types of the encryptions. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so they are just taking care if I'm a data scientist and if I'm having like a one GB of the like very confidential data. So
Mm-hmm.
it's my responsibility to hire the hacker and ask him to how to protect the data and if I'm sharing to the like any origin of the place. So how can it be
Yeah. Okay.
safely I can share.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Get that part. Mm-hmm.
so we can share.
Yep. So
Yes.
hackers do a really important type of stuff for any kind of data company. But then I really want to know, like, I really want to dive deep into this. For example, whatever I do in my daily routine, okay, whatever I'm wearing, whatever I'm thinking, whatever probably I'm like moved on to. For example, if I'm supporting any sort of a movement, all of these things, okay, if somebody is typing or somebody is being public about what they think about a certain type of thing or what they do in their daily lives on the internet, so I think the company does know about it, right? Then after that, like not like literally they are going to say that I bought this today, but I'm saying like Amazon knows that you bought a pair of jeans like a couple of days ago. So now it knows that you are wearing these pair of jeans. Okay. So I'm like saying in that way, like for in a layman term, if you get what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. Yeah.
Yes. So actually, this is a like a kind of similar of the like a social engineering. Maybe you have heard about it, social engineering.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, it is a like there is no software and tool and techniques required. Just you need to be ethical and just need to be like a friendly and formal with any person to get their information. If
Okay.
I want to know about your password, about your bank account and credit card and all things,
Mm-hmm.
so I try to get being very closer to you and very familiar to you to believe on that we can grab your data and you never know how.
Okay. Okay. So okay, this is some really complex stuff to be honest. But if you could explain it to the audience that what social engineering actually means, that would be just be really great.
Uh, Nowadays you can see on the Facebook, Telegram, and Insta. Sorry, not Telegram, only Facebook and Insta. People used to post their locations, their activities very commonly.
Yes.
Yeah. So if it is, I'm in your friend list, or I'm in your mutual friend, or in your account is and public, so I can trace your activity daily basis.
Oh.
What what is your interest? Which book you have read? Okay, which places you are like? How many friends you have? What is and from the your bio, I can imagine of your thinking, how you think and all things.
Mm-hmm. Get that.
So yeah, so yeah, the social media accounts we can use. It is very useful to show our identify, but it is upon us
Mm-hmm.
how we can show and how we can give our intro and our information to the like anonymous people.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so then I think I would also like to come up with something called as deep faking. So there are these softwares out there like which can deep fake a person's voice, even their faces. This seems to be cool to a certainty, but a lot of times I think cracked up people try to use these services for manipulation of data and for cybercrime. For example, somebody can use your friend's voice to transfer funds from one account to the other, and you wouldn't even know about it because it's just so accurate at a, like deep faking somebody's voice.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So one thing
It is a
at
kind of a spoofing.
sorry.
It is a kind of a spoofing.
Okay. So what do you mean? What do you mean by it?
Uh, Actually, spoofing is that I can, mask your IDs, mask your voice
Mm-hmm.
to unlock your accounts and to, enter or as I can use your identity in a public.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that means that deep faking thing is actually called as spoofing in terminologies. I think that's what you're
Yes.
trying to. Okay, but then how do people prevent all of this? Like this is so much accessible. You can literally pay a subscription to a software company and then just do all of this sort of stuff. But how can people, sort of prevent all of these things? From my side, I think this is something really basic, something any normal human who would not know how technology works or who is not into coding or hacking. One thing I think, if I'm right, you just tell me about it, that they can do is that personally ask that person as a reminder that they actually ask them to do it, like for the second time. This is something really basic, but yeah, if you could tell me as an expert, what do you have in your mind about this?
Yeah, actually, there's a two things. One is you can purchase any software. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you can buy a software which can be installed anonymously into the like target system to
Mm-hmm.
spoof them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the second thing is that if you are known to that person,
Yep.
known to that their assets, so
Mm-hmm.
you can like enable any kind of hardware into the system so that you can track them so that you can use them as you want.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah,
I get
actually,
that.
and for the prevention you need to aware about the like daily scams, daily types of cyber security crimes,
Mm-hmm.
and you just get aware about the like latest cybersecurity softwares
Mm-hmm.
which
Okay.
can be prevented in any way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, get that.
And not last of the least, the training and awareness is most important.
Yep. So teaching people about this,
Yes,
creating
yes,
awareness. Yep.
yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So people should, subscribe some blogs, like some pages, which can be
Newsletters.
yes, yes, newsletters,
Yes.
podcasts, something,
Uh-huh. Okay.
instead of like funny jokes and all.
Yeah. I mean, that's the tendency of a normal human being. Everybody wants a dopamine flux, and I don't think people really find that in informational blogs. Like it's a habitual thing. If you know, because you know this better than me, social engineering and all of that stuff.
Correct,
That
correct.
right. So yeah, so people need dopamine all the time for just feeling fun. If they feel like they are depressed, or they may not be depressed, but they want to feel like they are depressed, they want to show other people
Yes,
that they are. I've seen so many people like that. Okay,
correct.
and yeah, so I don't know, but if I've because I've come up with these sort of things. Do hackers also need to know a bit about human behavior and human psychology to a certainty?
Yes, 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 yes. It is most important part.
Okay. So how do you get that? Like you are not a clinical psychologist, as I mean, as a professional degree, you don't have it, or you don't have something that like, because doctors are authorized to treat people with stuff. A doctor can't be a doctor without a degree. I don't want to treat myself with a doctor without any sort of a degree. But at the other hand, on the other hand, a hacker can be someone who is without a degree because he or she just knows the skills of how to code really well.
Correct, correct, correct.
So how do you get that? Like, how do you get to the point of learning about human psychology and human behavior?
Yeah, actually, in this part, the social engineering helps to us mostly
Yes.
because if I need to, get a social engineer about you, who is like a Divyansh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what is his interest and what is his daily life. So I can, hire someone to trace you, to spy you, okay,
Mm-hmm.
to spy on your house, to spy around your offices, and
Mm-hmm.
to get familiar with your friends, with your colleagues, with your neighborhoods, so that I can check your behavior. Because so many detectives companies are there, if so many like a policeman, all things get help from the detectives in different kind of cases
Mm-hmm.
to hide their identities.
Okay. So, but this is
So yeah,
physical sort of stuff. Like,
yes, yes,
what
yes.
about if somebody does not want to be physical but just wants to be in the cyber world, like in
So
the world of
yes,
the
yes.
internet?
So yeah, so I can create a fake social engineering account, sorry, social network account,
Mm-hmm.
and I can send a request to buy any familiar name which in your account already, and I can say like that was my like older account. This is my new account,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm your just mutual friend. This person like refer to me for uh, this blog creation, this
Mm-hmm.
writing a
Mm-hmm.
book and for the postcard creation. So please help me and all things. So
Okay.
I can contact you anonymously. I can be with you, be your friend. I can talk to you regularly. I can just uh, you know try to get familiar with you until I get your all the psychological things.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So, mm-hmm.
we can check through the like our all social media accounts as well, because if you have there is a lots of hundred and plus social networking applications and websites are there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can by social engineering techniques I can find out how many accounts you are owning on the internet,
Uh-huh.
so I can trace it, I can
I
find
think
it,
that's a pretty easy
and
job. It seems to be a pretty easy job because you have just one
yes,
person to know
yes,
about.
yes, yes.
Uh, okay. Uh,
Yeah,
so yeah,
Google actually Google the people know that like Google is a very silly thing and very common things to use.
yes, yes.
But Google is a weapon. Google is a very dangerous thing to trace the people to gather the information of the targeted
Mm-hmm.
system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so many
Uh,
people can't.
that's why I don't personally use Google as a browser. To be honest, I use Brave to
Hmm.
just increase my security and privacy on the internet. To be honest, that's
Hmm.
what Brave was
Yeah, yeah.
offering. Yeah, although I don't know
Okay.
how well it
We
does that, but yeah, I
correct,
just
correct. Actually, we use DuckDuckGo browser.
yep. As a hacker,
Correct.
so as a hacker, you use whatever. What did you say? What was the name? I didn't hear it
Uh,
really well.
yeah, yeah, actually, we don't use like Chrome and Mozilla things
Yes, yes.
and
Hmm.
Edge things. Yeah, mostly we, use DuckDuckGo browser.
Okay, I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. So DuckDuckGo is like the go-to web browser for a hacker.
It is. You can't trace it through the DuckDuckGo, and
Okay. Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It can't be stored into the like a browser things in our system.
Hmm. So does DuckDuckGo have like a system of like a history of searches? You know.
Actually, it can't be traced directly through the DuckDuckGo because
Mm-hmm.
it is like a proxy need to be set into the DuckDuckGo before
Mm-hmm.
use.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're
Mm-hmm.
using a proxy, so
Mm-hmm.
your main IP address and MAC is hidden.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good thing. But
yeah,
especially for hackers, it's a good thing. I don't know people like normal people would use it so extensively because people still don't understand the importance of privacy and the security on the internet. Most of the people feel about it. I think when they are like sort of get into a trap of it, and then they realize it shouldn't have happened. And I think now I should move on to increasing my security on the internet.
yeah.
Uh,
Because Google and Mozilla is a very common thing.
mhm.
So people just follow the like a common thing and branch
Yes, yes,
only.
yes.
They never.
Because everybody uses it, so why can't we? You know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. They are very lazy
Mhm.
to search the like security things. What
Uh-huh.
is secure? What is like how
Mhm.
many user browser are there, and
Mhm.
they can't get compared in between the
Uh-huh.
browsers on the
Uh-huh.
such kind of Mozilla,
Mhm.
Safari, and Chrome.
Yes, yes. Okay, a lot of bitching we just did about how people use the internet, but okay, we should be moving on. Okay, I just wanted to ask you on a personal level, is hacking fascinating to you?
Yeah.
And like, what is so fascinating about it? Like, why do you think it is fascinating? Is there something special in it?
Uh,
Hmm.
I'm just trying to say what is like answerable or not for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And why do you think so? Like, you can't answer. But okay, I don't know, but I think because you were into computers for a pretty long time, you have been into computers for a pretty long time. Did you used to play
Yeah,
games?
because actually, no. Actually, the major thing is to be vaccinated into cybersecurity. Na?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when I was a fresher into the field, na, so
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, after passing my 6 months, I started to work on the like legal cases and to helping or to
Mm-hmm.
cyber selling crime branch. So
Okay.
actually, on the personal level, I can say I saved so many lives.
Oh, wow.
So this thing is fascinated me to a lot
Mm-hmm.
that I
Helping
have
people.
helped helping people and all things.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. There are
Yeah,
really.
and one incident I need want to share if you
Mhm.
allow me.
Yep. No problem with that.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, I was just working as a consultant to cyber. So I don't know. Anonymously, one lady came to me. She was a doctor. She was from
Mm-hmm.
the Lucknow. So
Okay.
one of her contact in a
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, he were like blackmailing her and
Okay.
asking for the money and
Okay.
just trying to spoil her image and all things. She
Mm-hmm.
about to die. She about to attempt a suicide.
Oh,
So
okay.
no, I don't know who referred to me my name to her,
Mm-hmm.
and she came to me, and within a 2 days, I I helped her and I busted that guy.
Okay. That's a really great thing that you did over there. We need
Yeah,
more
yeah.
good
So
people. We need more good hackers. If anybody is trying to be a
yeah,
hacker,
yeah.
please be a good one. There are so many bad
Correct.
people
That's
doing a
why
lot of things.
actually on the daily basis, I receiving so many requests. Please teach me.
How to.
Please try to recover my
Mm-hmm.
account. Please help me. Please trace to my
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend and all things. But
Okay.
I tell people only one thing: I am for defensive, not for offensive thing.
Okay. Yeah. And if people ask you for help, do you do it for them?
Yeah,
You must charge them also,
actually,
right? Some
actually,
amount of
if
money.
people are genuine and the issue is genuine, na,
Mm-hmm.
so I help every day to people without
Mm-hmm.
asking any money.
Oh, that's a really good thing. And you're a
Yeah,
social
yeah.
worker now. as a hacker?
Yeah. After that, like doctor's incident, I help people without asking money. I charge money for projects, which I'm
Okay.
just holding some companies from the abroad and all.
Okay.
Yeah, for this like social working, I'm not getting. Right.
Okay. One more thing to my audience, I would like to tell. Okay. This is a fact that I got to know like a couple of weeks ago. But if anybody who's trying to get into artificial intelligence, do know about what you are trying to do. Why I'm saying that is because as a stat, I read it that there are around 40,000 people in the whole machine learning and artificial intelligence industry who are
Mhm.
doing bad stuff. Like, for example, who are developing artificial intelligence so that it could like manipulate the human world, you know.
Correct, correct.
And there are only 300 people who are doing good stuff, like in terms of AI, using AI for the good.
Mhm.
Basically machine learning is already imprinted and has been implemented into our lives. You use social media, you are bound with machine learning and AI algorithms anyways, and they are not doing really well for you. For example, social media was, if I'm not wrong, was created to do more good than bad, but it turned out to be the other way. It has started to do
Correct.
more bad things to people than to do good things. and
Yeah,
even
correct,
and
correct.
even the people who own those social media platforms can't do much about it because they are themselves sort of into a loop. You can see what has happened with Twitter at the end of the day. So yeah, I think try to be a good person with whatever you are learning, because your knowledge is going to be a really powerful asset for you and probably for all
Correct,
the people around you. So
correct.
get inspiration from Ranjeet and try to be a good person. Try to do good things with your skills, and that's just a request. But yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Uh, hmm. Okay. So as a kid, did you used to play games?
Yeah, actually, I used to play snooker pool and
Mm-hmm.
Xbox and PlayStations.
Okay. You had the
Yeah,
access to
and
it as a kid, like in grade 6, 7, whatever you were playing all those.
yes, yes, yes.
There was PS out there at that time, like PlayStation 1 or 2. What was it?
One.
Okay, PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
and actually, I didn't tell you one thing. Actually, as a sport person, I participated into the boxing. So I have
Oh.
like reached to the state level.
Okay,
So
that's so cool.
after that, due to some personal
Hmm.
responsibilities and all things, so I quit
Mhm.
it.
Okay, get it. No problem with that. But I hope you're happy now with what you're doing. Were you more into
Uh,
boxing or were you more into hacking?
Actually, one is a passion, one is a hobby.
Okay.
So
Okay.
cybersecurity is my passion, and like sport is a hobby.
Okay. Good enough. Then I think you are not regretting what you are doing right now. That's a really
Correct.
good thing. People always regret. For example, I go to an engineering institution right now for coaching,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of kids, in fact, most of the kids regret it to be there.
It is a
Uh,
common thing.
uh, they're all like, why did I choose to get into the IITs? It's so difficult. That's why I think IITs is one of the top-notch colleges, because it is difficult. It's not like
Yes.
IITs teach you something different than any other local college or government college or private college. I think they have the same books. The faculty is a bit different, and all the
Method
sort
is
of
different.
resource,
Yes.
yeah, the resources that you get is sort of a bit different. Not much difference over there, but IITs are so top notch at the end of the day, because I think they are difficult to get into. And
Correct.
at the same time, the previous batches of IITs were really good, and that is why IITs have gained a lot of fame that I have till date. But I don't know why, but they have fallen on the world rank to a high level.
Yeah.
I don't know why is
Actually,
that.
yeah. Actually, it is a difference about like our IQs and techniques
Of
and
doing stuff.
syllabus and yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
teaching materials, all the
Mm-hmm.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
as a brand, you can say.
Because to be honest, I think Indians are one of the smartest people in the world, and no doubt about it.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Actually,
And I've
I
seen
went to
so many dumb,
China.
I've seen so many dumb Western people. In fact, on the
I
internet itself, you know.
correct, correct. Actually, you can't believe I train around 50 corporate people
Mhm.
who are working in the UK, London.
Okay, okay, okay. And why,
They were
why do
like,
you do that?
actually, they haven't any idea about the what is the IT, what is the cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like this is
So,
like on the professional level. I'm saying even on the basics level. If you see
okay.
them, if you just hear them how they are talking, a lot of them are like they sound dumb, really dumb. You know, even like I was playing Call of Duty 2 years ago on my mobile. I do not play Call of Duty right now. I'm playing computer games a bit, once a week or twice a week, max to max. So what happened over there is like two people. I think they were Americans. Or I don't know. I'm just guessing because of their accent. It was sort of cagged up, which is what Americans sound like. So so these two guys are like talking with each other, and something glitched. Okay, something glitched in the game. Like some players sort of disappeared. Okay, and went to some other place. And you know these things happen. You know it better than me. But they were like so much shocked about all of this. And other all the others were so normal. They were like, okay, some just glitch has happened and no problem, we'll just fix it, we'll just get to that
Uh,
player. But they were all like, oh my god, what has happened, what the hell. And, you know. You know, so a lot of times I've seen so many dumb people. But yeah, you should not be entitled about it. Be a humble person about your intelligence. It's a gift. It's not something that you have earned. So,
correct.
yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just asking why I mentioned games is because did games help you become proficient and become really good at what you do today as a hacker?
Yeah, actually, as a kid, if you won't get any kind of toy from the your parents and all things,
Yes.
so
Yes.
how you feel?
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
so whenever I haven't receive any kind of idea in my mind to trace any kind of thing or crack any kind of software or trace any people. So I used to play a game so that I can get my own idea and to it is helpful to crack my own questions. So how can deal it with it? How can I pass this way? So it could help.
Okay, no problem with that. Okay, we are almost to the end of the episode. So you have already mentioned which games you used to play. But like, could you recommend some of the people who want to get into hacking, some of the games they should play, or some of the movies they should watch that could fascinate them to get
Uh,
into it?
Whatever hobby they
Hmm.
have,
Hmm.
so they whenever they if they want to learn hacking and all things
Hmm.
and whatever hacking or anything,
Hmm.
so they just wanted to know their self know to their self what
Hmm.
it could be helpful to me or not.
Hmm.
Otherwise, if I entered into the cybersecurity system
Hmm.
and later on, if I
Hmm.
realize it is not relevant to us, this is not worth it. So, what is the next step?
Hmm.
So, people should, people should have to take their own time, take their own, uh, systems and all things to comfortable about what they want
Hmm.
to do and what they want to into the expertise into.
Okay. Yep. Get that part. Okay. This is the last question of the day, people, and this is something that we have discussed, not off the camera, but I think I wanted to discuss it with you on the mic itself, and it has already been discussed on various other episodes or various other channels actually. But yeah, I wanted to hear it from a hacker's perspective. You are an expert in all of this. So I wanted to ask you, why are hackers and cybersecurity experts considered to be one of the biggest assets to a country in terms of war and battle and in the game of geopolitics?
Yeah, because if you are talking about the spaces, satellites,
Mm-hmm.
war weapons, or any kind of like cybersecurity companies, government assets, information,
Mm-hmm.
all things it's connected to the internet and web.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever war is happened, whenever collision is happened,
Mm-hmm.
so firstly government just focus on the like their own data, their
Mm-hmm.
own satellites, their own missiles, and all the what can be controlled by the hackers. They only focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, government taking care for their virtual system, virtual information. Then
Uh-huh.
secondly goes to the like physical system.
Right. Get that. So, okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Uh, yeah, actually, we were like talking about the cybersecurity thing from so many days. So,
Uh-huh.
what do you think about?
Okay,
What is your
cybersecurity.
interest about the cybersecurity? Yes.
So I think it's something I wanted to have a cybersecurity expert on the episode, and the biggest reason was because of that was because it's something I think it's very underrated, but it's very crucial and very attached to our lives. Like cybersecurity is something that everyday people need. It happens so much at the back end that nobody knows about it, and people are saving literally lives, as you mentioned about how you saved that woman's life. But this is something so much underrated. I think I wanted to spread a bit of awareness about it, and plus also I wanted to get some knowledge about how it works, and also a bit of its relation into people's life, mentally, socially, emotionally, sociologically, in any way or form. And I was just genuinely curious about it, and as a person I have been like that since I was a kid. I'm glad that I have been like that, and I am still like that. So that is why I really diversify myself into a lot of fields, and hence I wanted to bring you on this episode, not an astrophysicist or a rocket scientist this time, but because I was just curious about getting or knowing about cybersecurity. So yeah.
Okay, it is a very good observation you did.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
So, yeah, thank you. And thank you for being on the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you
yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
it?
yeah. I enjoyed a lot, and thanks to giving me this opportunity.
Oh, sure. I mean, I have so many less connections and followers than you, please. You have like 16,000 people on your side.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay. To everybody listening to this episode, I also wanted to give you a reminder that we also have an article, or we are going to be posting an article on LinkedIn, and at the same time, simultaneously, this episode is also being posted. So, if you want to read that article for getting into a bit of more proficient and profound stuff of cybersecurity and how it works and all of its other impacts. For example, I also asked questions related to how dangerous a cybersecurity expert or just an ethical hacker or non-ethical hacker could be to any company or organization, and all of the other stuffs, because I think the episode would just get really long. So if you want to read it, I would post it on my profile, and yeah, if anybody of you knows Ranjeet, he'll be sharing that too with you. So yeah, hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
this episode, everybody, and thank you, Ranjeet, for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.